Hey guys, it's your girl DJ Sims, and I'm here with DJ Limelight for the Culture Podcast.
That's right, man. We've got a real special guest. We're going international today. I'm assuming you're in Toronto, Canada. We're talking about Manna Music, the man behind a couple big tunes this year in 2025. You're creating a lot of noise. And of course, you just dropped a banger with Karan Aujla. What a big tune, 48 rhymes. So good to have you up on the podcast, man. How you doing, brother?
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me. I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Yeah, really, really good. We're so excited to have you on here. It's your first podcast, right?
Yeah, you guys actually are the first ever platform that I'm ever speaking on. So this is gonna be you're gonna hear some gems in this one.
Yeah, man. I mean, you've been involved in producing some big tunes as of late. 2025 has been a really good start of the year for yourself, man. Let's talk about linking up with Karan Aujla first and foremost. How did this link up come about? Because it's such a big record.
So me and Karan, we've been boys for quite some time now. I'd say over like 5 years. I've known him from I used to be in a label and we all kind of just used to be all around each other. So like we always just been connected from that. And like we had this song actually in the works about a year back, but it just came this was the right time we felt like it was to drop it. So this was the time we dropped it. Yeah.
And you've worked with so many other artists as well. Getting your beats out to various different artists. How did you kind of go about that? Did you just keep on working, sending them to artists? Did they see your work online? How did that process happen?
So honestly, I was like I was going back to my label. I used to be around a lot of artists already just because of them. So that was a really good building block to go off of. And the rest was kind of just me going out, cooking out, making beat packs like 5 to 10, like I'm talking about 20 beats a day, and just kind of like putting it in a folder. I'm like, okay, these are beats for this artist, like, and it would be a different pack for every artist. Like, the worst thing you want to do is like you put out a pack and the other artist gets the same pack. So
Yeah, no, I've come across so many horror stories for producers like that.
it's too many.
Too many, too many. But let's talk about the beginnings then. We spoke about your friendship with Karan Aujla. That in itself is a great situation to be in right now because he's on top of the game in my opinion. It's between, the likes of himself, AP Dylan and obviously Dilgy. I think them three are really, really creating a lot of noise on a global scale, but also have that ability to cross over and create noise in different territories that we haven't seen before. How did that friendship form in the first place? What was the beginnings like?
So to kind of just get everything from the start, I started originally making music. I was with a label called Royal Music Gang. So this was back in like 2019, 2020. This is actually started by Deep Jandu and a couple other buddies. So me and Deep were like, I kind of like big shout out to Deep first of all. Like I never got
You
a
know
chance
what?
to
Massive,
drop this
massive,
platform.
massive shouts to Deep Jandu, man. What a legend as well.
For sure. No, big time legend. Like Deep is a big part of my career and like that will never let go. So big hats off to Deep. So Deep was actually the person that put me in the room with Karn. So I was like 15 when I signed to the label. So I was pretty young. So when I was 15 and then I turned 16 was when I kind of started working with Karn and Deep and more. I actually worked on one of the first few singles that I helped out was a song called No Need. It's by Karan Aujla. It's an OG track. Like if you're an OG Karan fan, you'll know the song. But after that, like I guess they just seen the work ethic and I'm a young kid, so they just seen that and they kept in touch with me, like they always treated me like a little brother. And even now, like that's how it just felt. It was like, me and my big bro just dropped a banger, so like that's kind of just what it feels like.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think you've faced any challenges sort of, so far working with artists, getting your music out? Has there been any challenges for you in your career so far?
I guess the only challenge that I face is that I'm more of a guy that likes to sit down with an artist and really like create some magic in the room. Every little thing matters to me. The room I'm in, the person's vibe, like just everything matters. So like one thing I don't like doing completely is sending out beats to this artist and just making songs like that. Because I feel like that takes away from the whole energy of like how was this song made? What was the process? Like I feel like I don't really have a story to tell. It's just like, oh, I sent the beat and sent the vocals. Like, that's always great too. Don't get me wrong. When stuff gets busy, people are on tour, artists need like quick music like that. That will always be there. But I'm more of a guy that like For me, my best music is made with me sitting down. Like recently, I just made a tape with Balwan. It's called Legendary. So that tape, like we just spent like a month locked in the room, and like that's what came out. So I feel like my best music comes with sitting down with people. And the main issue is just like even for you guys too. Like you guys are in the UK, I can't even come there physically and like do this interview. So just having people in front of me is like a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, and I think even vibing with artists in the studio makes a
Yeah, like I'm a guy like I need to be with the artist. I need to be vibing. I need to see your head bobbing to the beat. You know, like that. Those things matter to me, and like it just makes the song come out 10 times better. Like that's what I would say. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Let's talk about the Balwan link up because
Mm.
I feel like that sound of that project is cold. I think it's very current. I think everything you're making is very current and it's really popping with the sounds of what people are listening to right now. But how did you link up with him?
So honestly, I've always been a fan of Balwan since like he's been working with SB I think since the start of his career. So that sound I've always been a fan of, and I always kind of wanted to work with him. What the time just wasn't right. But later in last year, December was he hit me up actually. So he wanted to work, and this is the first time we ever like talked in person. Like I've known about him for years, but this is the first time. Like last year, December was like the first time we actually got to talk one on one, and it kind of just went like this. Like I think Bowan just asked SB like, "Yo, like I want to like just work with it like kind of everybody," and the SB recommended Graham, and he hit me up. We made our first studio session happen, and that was the first studio session we actually recorded Bordered. We recorded Untouchable. Those are the two songs we recorded in the first session. So the first day I met this guy, we recorded those two bangers, and those two are on the actual tape itself. Same vocals, same everything. So it just goes to show that like when you really have that passion and that drive, like you're gonna get your banger no matter
Mm.
what, you know?
I feel like your sound as well in terms of production is quite versatile. Obviously, you've also worked with Chani, Nattan and Inderpal Moga, who, we're massive fans of here in the UK. How did that link up come as well? Obviously, it was for their new album. So, I love that song. How did that link up come about?
So to go back a little bit, I would say like I've always me Jenny and Mocha, we've always known each other, but we've never like sat in the same room together type of thing. So I say last year in like July, August, we had this thing at Warner Music Canada. It was kind of just like a song camp, right? It was like a bunch of Punjabi artists. I think it was like me, J Track, G Minor, a few other producers like in the game. They were all there, and like other artists like Chutney, Moga were in one room. Uh, Simmer was in one room, like, there was other Jonita was there as well, so in that 7 or I guess 4 or 5 days we were there, one of the days we were actually paired together. So this is the first time we're actually talking and, like, meeting each other, so this is a funny story, I'm just gonna say is, first time I met Chani and them, they walk in the room, I'm ready with the beats, everything, and they're just so tired because, like, they had, like, a whole situation with their flight, like, they barely let me sleep and they just came off. So they just came in and, like, I'm just so used to seeing them on Snapchat, like, oh, they're all just, like, energy, high energy. So when they walked in and they were just dead, I was like, "Oh, shit." I'm like, "Yo, these guys probably don't like me." So I was like, "Whatever. Let me just let the music do the talking," right? We get into the session, play a couple beats, and, right away, Mocha, like, is, like, spitting out. He's, like, freestyling, and, like him and like Johnny do the look, they're like, "Yo, this is a banger." Play a couple more beats to get that same look, and that was kind of where I proved to myself they were like, "Okay, like, yo, this guy's about business." So after that, we recorded one song at that studio, which is actually in the works. That'll be coming out soon. And the Kikara track happened after they left and went back to Vancouver. They hit me up randomly. They're like, "Okay, yo, we have this idea. We like this is the type of vibe we want to go for." And I immediately started cooking up. This is like there's a time difference because they're in Vancouver. There's a 3 hour time difference. So for me, it's like 2 in the morning. For them, it's like 11 o'clock. I was ready to go to bed. So they hit me up with, "Yo, this is the idea." And one thing about me is like I can't go to sleep knowing that I didn't make the idea. I have to lay it out. So they called me, told me the idea. I sent them a few versions, and I guess on the sixth version was the key gonna beat, and they just loved it. And things came into effect. Like they had the vocals, they were like the energy was there because the same as I was recording the beat, this that they were in the studio recording the vocals. So we really wrapped this song up in that day. So I made the beat, they sent the vocals, and shortly after, I actually went to Vancouver and we sat down and we mixed all the records together. And we had it all polished. So that's kind of the story about this song.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I can imagine you guys working on more music together real
For
soon.
sure. No, no, they're good homies of mine. We're gonna make tons of music together for sure.
No, that's dope, man. So what's your opinions on the whole Punjabi scene right now? Because we feel like it's definitely heading in the right direction, but what's your thoughts?
I say we're up there with everyone else. Like I think all eyes are on us type of thing. Like even you have producers like moving like artists, like or even like people like me. Like we really want to like differentiate ourselves. We're not just people who make just like beats, send it out. Like we really produce hits out here. So I feel like that's good to see. I love seeing my other fellow producers, my peers. Like I love seeing them come out with bangers. Like it's really motivating. I think it's a motivating industry. It depends how you look at it. If you want to be competitive, you can be competitive. Like, if you're just cool, I think everyone's dropping bangers, and it just motivates you to be like, "Yo, I want to drop a banger too." So that's what I would say.
Yeah, I definitely think that's so important. And, are you working on anything new with any other artists? What's sort of coming next?
Well, in terms of what's coming next, I definitely have to lay low about a few things, but one thing I really want to put out is me and Balwan are in the middle of wrapping up our next EP. It's actually me, Balwan, and SB. So that'll be for the summertime. Like you're gonna get some summer bangers for sure. Like this year is all about putting out vibes for everything. Like the summertime, we're gonna hit that summer audience. When things get gloomy, we're gonna hit that gloomy like crowd. So I'm gonna say that Balwan tape is something to look forward for.
No, we're definitely excited for that, man. Is there any artists out there that you have on your wish list as well?
On my wish list as of now, I feel like I crossed all the checks, but I'm a big fan of people like Harkir Sangha is really a dope artist. Would love to make a song with him. I definitely love Gulab Sidhu. Like I love the whole India market. Gulab Sidhu's like hats off to you. Like I love your music, and probably Chima Y. Those are my top three. I would probably be down to all that.
I think Chima Y is like killing it at the moment.
He's
So
killing it. Even Gur Sidhu as well. Like his production and the pen with Chima is it's on point. Like I wouldn't change a thing. It's perfect music.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you know what? It's been nice catching up with you, bro.
Mm.
And I know this is your first interview, and we know that we're having to do this over the internet. Have you got any messages for anyone out there that's wanting to get into the game, that's probably seen you work with Karan Aujla and Chani and Indepal and Balwan, that want to get into the game? Any messages for those guys?
I would say I know tons of people are making music with their boys just for fun, and it actually sounds decent. I say put it out. Don't just listen to it and on WhatsApp with your boys. Like put it out. Put it out and just you'll see where it takes you. So put your music out.
Yeah, and I love that. I think everyone needs to just get themselves out there.
Yeah, get yourself out there. A lot of people are like slept on. There's so many people that are even in like I'm like in the community like from Brampton, Mississauga, or Toronto. Like there's so many people that we know from the hood are like, oh, this guy's sick, but they just don't have anything to show for it. So it's all about putting yourself out there and just put your music out. Who cares? You know.